Hey, boss, he ain't working.
There have been real failures. Those failures, of course, extend beyond the borders of Illinois. That's their national failures, a failure to have comprehensive immigration reform, a failure of the president to follow his own edict to go after the worst of the worst.
Apologize to Sheridan's parents for the policies that you promoted that would directly caused her death. That suspect would not be in the city, would not be in the country, but for your policies. Will you take this opportunity to apologize?
Well, again, I believe that we're all grieving the loss of Sheridan and other folks who have lost their lives because of senseless violence. And let's just be very clear, between the Safety Act and the Welcoming City Ordinance. The Welcoming City Ordinance was passed 40 years ago by the first Black mayor in the history of Chicago. And the Safety Act was passed under the governor, at that time, who was a Republican, Governor Rauner. Thank you for your question.
So you will not apologize to Sheridan's parents?
Hi, Mayor.
No apology.
You can see these two individuals just clearly disregards this young lady's life. Just apologize. Simply apologize and let the family know you're in support of them. Y'all go all the way around the world to make it about things or situations. Focus on the merits of this case. That man was not supposed to be here. And the troubling thing about this whole situation is it could have been preventable. It was preventable. ICE was in Chicago. Y'all didn't utilize them like DC, utilize them like Memphis. So instead of them focusing on the criminals or coming to pick up criminals, they're picking up illegal immigrants in general. Because when Trump first got into office, he asked these sanctuary cities, these blue states, hey, work with me, work with ICE so that we can get the worst of the worst out the country. So in good faith, y'all couldn't even do that. So I would, in my mind, okay, I'm gonna just get everybody that's illegal. Because y'all just don't like Trump. Y'all was never working in good faith. But innocent lives continue to be lost simply because people are here that shouldn't be here whatsoever. Let's listen to one of their aldermen take up for making an excuse for the illegal criminal and not catering to this woman, this young lady that lost her life simply because she's a college student and she was out there just minding her own business. Oh, that equates to being in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, it does not. Let's review.
So from what I've been told so far, right, from what police know, from speaking to the students who were with her, it seems she might have, that as they were just out, people go out to the beach all the time, right? And they go out on the pier, they walk around. So the kids were out doing normal things people do in the neighborhood. And it sounds like this might have been a wrong place, wrong time, running into a person who had a gun. They might have startled this person at the end of the pier.
The parents have taken exception to this phrase, wrong place, wrong.
So doing what a college student is supposed to do, going to look at the Northern Lights, just doing regular life stuff, that permits someone to brutally kill her simply because she shouldn't have been there? No, he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been here in the United States of America. And that's BS. That's total BS and insensitive to the life and the family of Sheridan Gorman.
With a law saying this, we are gravely disappointed by the policies and failures that allowed this individual to remain in a position to commit this crime. When systems fail, Whether through release decisions, lack of coordination, or unwillingness to act, the consequences are not abstract. They are real, and in our case, they are permanent, and may I add, heartbreaking.
We all gasped on the couch, including Donna and I, who know that city very well, and we know that it was not in too distant past where Governor Pritzker walked along that lakefront where she was killed and touted its safety and how great Chicago is doing. And I mean, we remember this moment and we thought, wow, well, try being that young student, try being the family of that young girl and being told by that Democrat alderman that, you know what, this wasn't a bad guy that was never supposed to be here in the first place that killed your daughter, that it was her fault. She was walking in the wrong place at the wrong time. She may have even startled that guy, that person with a gun. I mean, it's just horrific, the explanation has been given to this poor family. And I was just telling Donna, you know, we look at that city and we think, gosh, it's so far from what it once was and what it could be.
And that's a fact. Now let's review the steps that Mayor Brandon Johnson and Governor Pritzker have made to combat anything that surrounds illegal immigration.
Administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids.
Sheridan, he actually went to Minnesota to put down flowers for Renee Good, but did not go to the lakefront where he filmed an ad to show how safe Chicago is that's now stained with her blood. He hasn't gone there to drop a rose. We are tired, America. We need help. I've been sitting here in this chair for 2 years asking the federal government to supersede the policies that are making the American people sitting ducks for criminals, literal criminals who crawl through a hole in the gate and are being subsidized with our tax dollars. How much more can we take? She's not the first woman to be killed by an illegal in this city, in this country, but yet every time we ask for the help and we get the help, we have our local officials here who send out their liberal army to go out and fight against them. And we're asking everybody to now get out the way and let them do their work. Mr. President, we need another Tomahawk helicopter here in the city of Chicago at Loyola Park Beach Shelter. That's where that man lives. And if there was one gun in there, there are several guns in there. They are terrorizing and harassing the American people, and our local officials refuse to do anything about it. So we're asking you, please, President Trump, come save us. Sheridan didn't deserve to die, and we don't want more of American blood to be spilled on the sidewalk by these invaders.
I love everything that she said, because it's not even the point of, like, the sensible thing is to let these people come in and do their job, or apprehend individuals that are not supposed to be here. And if you want to get specific, okay, criminal, and keep them held until ICE can show up to a local facility where no one can get hurt, whether they're citizens or illegals, or they're officers or illegals, whatever the case may be, and simply get these people deported that shouldn't be here in this country in the first place.
18-year-old Loyola University student Sheridan Gorman was shot in the head and killed near Loyola's campus in Chicago. This is every parent's nightmare. Joining us now, columnist Miranda Devine and author Miranda Devine. Miranda, what more will it take for Democrats to stop these stories? He entered the U.S. under Joe Biden. He was caught and released in May 2023. The Sanctuary Chicago caught him for shoplifting and released him again in June 2023. This is a national disgrace. Isn't it time to stop our women getting murdered by illegal aliens?
Well, honestly, Liz, that's just common sense. It's what we would all want. We don't want rapists and murderers and pedophiles who aren't even entitled to be in this country to continue to roam free.
This young lady's life could have been saved. She didn't even have to lose her life. And people gotta stop. Like, you don't have to like Trump. I could care less, but we gotta use our context clues and just be real. If these people were not here, this can be avoidable. He's been deported several times and comes back. He's just released. So, and we continue to see the same situations occur. Every few weeks, we see the same situation. Criminal history, shouldn't have been here, and it's a woman victim. How many more of our young ladies or our daughters are we going to allow for these situations to happen before we say something? Before we speak up and do something? Like, you don't have to like Trump. You don't have to like his policies, but American lives should be protected no matter what, especially when we can protect them from people that shouldn't even be here in the begin with. It's bad enough we have to deal with the crazies here in America that are American citizens. It's crazy enough that it's bad enough that we have to deal with the crazies that we have here on our own. It's a whole nother thing when we got to deal with someone that should not ever be here in the first place. But sippers, sippets, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's your boy Mercy. I'm out.